Alright, welcome back everyone to another TechZone video, and we're gonna continue our FPS tutorial in Unity 3D. So last time I showed you how to add a machine gun and rocket launcher, and now what would a FPS game be without any AI in it? So I think you got the idea. We're gonna add some opponents to our game, which is gonna be robots. Yes, they can move, don't worry about it. So let's get started. Just want to make this quick. So before that, we'll need to create waypoints, which are the paths where the robots are going to walk on. So we're going to create a new empty game object, and I'm going to name this waypoints. Okay, and then go to weapon scripts and drag the auto waypoint script to the empty waypoint game object. Now you should get something like this, or a W. I'm going to copy that and make sort of like a triangular shape, which means 3 waypoints. Paste it again, and there you go. It should show something like a triangular shape or a square if you want. Just make sure it can complete one whole round easily. Make sure it's sort of like 1 meter above the ground, so it's now 1.9. 1, and this one is 1. Okay, now let's add a robot to our game, or of course the enemy. So let's go to robot artwork, drag the robot model into the game. There you go, there's your robot. Let me just make sure he touches ground 1 as well for his precision. Scale him a bit more. I just want to make him a little bit bigger. Okay. So what we're going to do next, now he's just a plain empty game object. He won't do anything even though the animations are there. We need to add some scripts to it. Go to weapon scripts and drag both the AI animation and AI script into the robot. Continue, continue. And the character damage script as well, which is, his hit points. So let's go through it one by one. Now for AI, under target it should be set to none. Target is who is he gonna chase. That's supposed to be you. So first person controller is here. Okay, sorry. We're gonna go there. Drag the first person controller object into the target variable. Now the target is set to you, and the character controller script over here. Now you see this green wireframe cylinder. We need to change that to the shape of his whole body. So as you can see, we can adjust that. We need to set it to the shape of his body. So let's set it like up to here. I should do it. And the character damage script is his hit points. So now it's set to 100 hit points. The dead replacement is what model that will replace him when he dies or runs out of hit points. Now for dead replacement, we're going to make a simple robot with no animations at all, nothing in there except a ragdoll model, which means he'll just be a plain ragdoll, like in Counter-Strike. When someone dies, it will just be a plain ragdoll. So, and die sound is what sound he will make when he dies. So, let's save, before that. Let me just show you something. Let's test it. So yeah, it works. But when you try shooting something, he doesn't shoot at anything because the gun has no behavior yet. So we need to set the rocket launcher behavior to the gun. But we're not going to just go to gun and add a rocket launcher behavior. What we're going to do is I'm going to make a new empty game object, and I'm going to rename this to gun_spawn. We're going to drag this into the robot as a child object of the robot, and drag the rocket launcher script in there to the gun_spawn object. Projectile will be the rocket prefab you made, not rocket launcher, the rocket prefab, which has all the particle systems in there. So drag it into the projectile variable, which is in gun spawn. Now let's test it. Oh wait, one more thing. I think I better reduce the size of the robot because something's going on and it's weird. Scale. Okay, I'll just set him to 1. 1, 1, 1. Now let's test it. There, now he's nicely moving around. Although the thing is, he just... okay, he's moving around. So there's a character, he's shooting out missiles, and he's working very well. Let's shoot at him. And he's dead. But although it doesn't really look realistic, he just disappears. So, let's create the Ragdoll model of it. So, we're going to save this scene, and we're going to make a new scene. Okay, don't worry about it, okay? We're going to come back to that scene. This is like a test area. So, game object, cube, click the scale button. Let's scale it up to make it look like a mini level. Okay. So, let's add the first person control object, which is this one over here. Or, you know where it is. It's in standard assets, prefabs, and drag it in there. Just move him up, go back. Okay. Now let's add the robot, which is robot artwork. Robot. Okay, there's your robot, which is quite big. Rotate him. Okay. And we're going to remove the animation component from him because it'll interfere. And now we're going to go to game object, create other, Ragdoll. And now it'll ask you to assign the bones for whatever the body part it is. Okay. Total mass, just set him to like around 5 or 4, anywhere you want. Create. Now your robot has a Ragdoll. Now the system works. Looking good. But obviously his gun doesn't fall. So drag down the robot. Select this arrow to show the child objects and robot. Select gun, component, physics, rigid body. Sorry, I was going too fast. Make sure it's on the use gravity. Let's play. The gun should fall as... Where the hell did it go? Who cares? Oh my god, he's just gonna fall off. Oh, never mind. Okay, so we made a Ragdoll version of the robot. Let's create a prefab of him. Go to create empty. What am I doing? Assets. Create prefab. Rename it to robot with Ragdoll. Okay. Drag this robot object in there. So just keep it like that. We're not going to save this. We're going to open back our level, which is this test. Don't save. Okay. Select the robot, the whole thing. Go to the character damage script. Drag the robot with Ragdoll prefab into the dead replacement variable. Let's click play, and now let's see what happens when he dies. Okay, get away. There you go. He dies perfectly. Although I can't really move it. Let me try a rocket launcher. Yeah, he's sort of moving. Okay, so now let's save this robot as a prefab so you can add another one easily next time. So, assets, create, prefab, robot 1. Drag this robot object in there. Now I want to add another one. Drag that newly created robot prefab you just made into there. Let's move it a little bit this side. Now let's play. And now you have, oh, right. Can I forget? If you're adding another robot, he still doesn't have his behavior, which means his target is not set. Drag that first person controller again. Click apply this time. Click play. And there we go. Now you have just created a really nice game, but if you have a stop shooting at me. Okay, he's dead. And there we go. We have just created a really useful game now. My game is getting better and better. I'm not sure what I'm going to show in the next tutorial, but I'll think about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why don't you subscribe for more? I hope you do. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.